Hey guys, Chad Hoover, Kayak Bass Fishing. Today we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna see if we can drag through the hull of a bona fide SS-127 kayak, and not just one of their kayaks, but a prototype. So that'll be even easier to drag through. But we're gonna see how long it takes to drag through the hull by hooking up a kayak and dragging it behind my truck down the highway. So, the first thing I'm gonna do is flat drag it. See how long it takes to drag through the hull. And just for the sake of clarity, so you guys can see it, let me flip this thing up on the side. Pardon the ugliness. This is a very old prototype. As you can see, in the prototype phase, we had to fix holes and do all kinds of craziness, but the hull is intact, okay? It's been used, it's got a lot of scrapes on it already. First, we're gonna see if we can drag through the hull, and then we're gonna see how long it takes to drag through these sacrificial keel plates that were designed to be drug. So the idea of this video is to address the why do you drag your kayaks question, and once and for all get to the bottom. It's kind of like that old commercial of how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, except it's kayak. How many miles does it take to drag through the hull of a fishing kayak? How far do you think on asphalt and concrete we can drag a kayak before we drag through the hull? I'm talking about a hole, like before you drag and you can see through the hole or stick your finger in it. How far? In miles.
12 and a half miles.
12 and a half miles?
Do you not think it's that far?
This went in a completely different direction than I thought it was going to go. I was expecting her to say like a mile.
I can say 3 miles.
You already said 12 and a half. We're not faking the video.
I feel like it's
we're doing this like that's we're doing this like we do all our videos.
I feel like it's 12 and a half.
Now I'll tell you this, 12 and a half miles is taken by your mom. She guessed 12 and a half miles. So don't guess 12 and a half.
All right. I'm gonna guess 12.
12? Are you playing the Price is Right thing where you're just a little bit below it?
Yeah.
All right, well, get out of here. All right, Colton, get in here. And so tell me to the closest half mile. I got to get down on your level so you can get in the video. To the closest half mile, how far do you think it's going to be before this bona fide SS-127 has a hole in the bottom?
I think it's going to be at least 4.5 because it may be a bona fide, but it's still a prototype.
Okay.
So, but I just have one question.
What?
Do we get a trophy?
The winner, like the winner?
Yes.
Like a trophy who guesses the closest? Yes.
Yes.
You'll get the piece of kayak with the hole in it, and we'll write winner on it so you can hang it on the wall. How's that sound? All right, Morgan, get in here. What is your guess for the closest half mile?
I don't know.
So no guess?
No guess.
Useless. All right, Christy, come back in here. So we're about to jump in the truck. We're gonna drive around the neighborhood.
Is this your better
Do you want to stay? No, this is inside the mic's on, woman.
Oh.
Do you want to stay with your 12 and a half mile guess?
Yeah.
You're sticking with 12 and a half miles.
Yep.
Okay, all right, well, I gave her a chance. So guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump in the truck. Keep in mind this is a prototype, so that's why the tape's there. And keep in mind that every half mile, we're gonna jump out and flip this thing over and see how much we've drugged through it. Now, this could turn into a Chad Goes to Jail video, but for right now, this is the drag a kayak until you put a hole in it challenge. Let's see what happens. Let's go. Half my
fuel?
I'm always low fuel. I just got back from a trip, woman.
I feel like these people are gonna.
Okay.
It's not good. It's
Am
not
I still
good.
dragging the kayak?
I don't know. I can't see anything.
All right, so we're at 0 miles.
I'm pretty sure.
Point.
Oh, I see it.
0.00 miles.
There's
And
a car behind you. I feel like you
I know.
need to come up.
Thank
turn
you.
up that way.
why would I turn and sling it out to the side when I can just keep on going?
Oh my.
All right, we're at 0.1 miles.
Oh, it's going sideways.
We're at 0.1 miles. We'll fix it when we get
I
up.
feel like if it's going sideways, it's going to be skewed.
It's going sideways because the dang on road. I know there's a car. I can see the car. This is my first time dragging a kayak, not my first time driving. Whoa, it just went around. I just hit the stop sign.
I hear it.
But it just dinged it a little bit. No trouble. It just kind of kicked off to the side.
I feel like this is not a smart thing to do.
Okay, we're at a half mile.
Okay, let's
But I got to slow way down. And you can kind of hear the kayak still
it
coming.
sounds like you're going sled.
I know. Let's just get over a little bit so that these people can get by.
Oh my.
And then we'll keep on going after this.
I feel like they're going to call it.
So we're at a half mile. And this is the part where we're dragging right here. And yeah, there's some, ooh, it's kind of warm. So there's some drag in there, but we're still good. This ridge is gonna be the first thing to go because it's the low point. The kayak actually isn't like that anymore, but now we're gonna keep going. And I mean, it looks like it looked before we started.
Of course it does, because it's going to last 12
It ain't gonna last 12 and a half miles, woman. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Swinging, whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that. You see how I missed that mailbox? Look at that.
Oh, it's like you're paddling.
That was pro.
I feel like
That was pro kayak dragging.
You know what it's from? Is because you four-wheeled with sleds behind you, with kayak sleds, in the snow.
No, it's because I got common sense. All right, we're at the 1 mile mark. All right, Sam, let's go take a look. Christy, you stay in the truck. I don't want you getting hit by a car. Take a look where we be. All right, so it's still wearing. It's warm, but it ain't any appreciable drag through. Now, I want you to get a look at the ground here. Sam, shoot this ground. This is not your smooth, you know, city asphalt. This is rocky granite and gravel asphalt. So it's not like I'm cheating here. Here we go. Yeah, that was a little much. All right, we're at 1.5 miles. I got to get to a safe spot to pull over, and we are going to check her out again. Here we go. There's some scratches, there's some marks, but still the hull is holding up just fine. Three miles and still good to go. Five miles and we still haven't drug through the hole.
You know, this is kind of like how many licks to the middle of a Tootsie Roll Pop?
Oh my God. I said that at the beginning of the video. That is in the intro. Golly. You see why I married this woman?
You want to go to a restaurant or order this thing?
Deep down inside, we're the same person.
Oh, there's so many things on both sides.
You know where the boat ramp is? The boat ramp. I'm trying to go fishing and I can't find the boat ramp.
We ain't nowhere close yet. That feels exactly how when you started, 10 miles later. That's ridiculous.
So, 15.2 miles. We've been dragging this thing. And again, keep in mind, this is a prototype. This isn't even as thick as a production quality kayak, a production model kayak. Let's flip it over and see where we're at. 15 miles, and if you noticed, the impact is kind of localized, and that's because of that rocker that I talked about. But even that is still thick. It's still plenty. And again, this boat flexed like this when it was brand new because it's a prototype. So I'm 300 pounds. I'm standing on this boat after dragging it 15.2 miles. So the question you got to ask yourself is, can you drag through a hole? Probably not. You know why? Because I just dragged this one for 15.2 miles behind a truck on asphalt, pavement, and concrete, and I didn't drag through it. So if that didn't drag through it, you're not gonna drag through it. So leave your comments below. Tell me what you think about this concept. Tell me if you'd like to see this destructive type test and to show you exactly how durable a lot of the products that I use are and whether or not that influences your purchasing decision. If it's something that you want to see, we'll do it with rods, we'll do it with paddles, we'll do it with lures. So we couldn't destroy it. And Christy was right. 12 and a half miles over 3 miles later, still going strong. And yeah, the Bonafide SS127, lifetime hull warranty. I don't think they're gonna have to worry too much about replacing any of those.